Okay, so what we're about to make is the double cheeseburger hamburger helper. So you got one box. You want some onion, some bacon fat, some extra cheese, sharp cheddar, and some tomatoes just in case you may want them. It's optional. And then some butter. You want 1 pound of ground beef. This is the 80% lean, 20% fat. And then you want some salt, some garlic powder, and some black pepper. So what you want to do first is cook up your ground beef. And you want to add in all these ingredients to your tasting. And then I'll come back. Okay, so what I'm doing here, make sure you clean your hands, got clean hands. And I'm just pretty much breaking up the meat completely. Now what I want to do is I want to take some garlic powder. And like I said, to taste. So I'm going to take my garlic powder, my salt, and my pepper. Put the salt in first. You don't need that much. You could just sprinkle some in there because it's already salty enough. Put some pepper. And I'm using black pepper. You can use freshly cracked peppercorn. And I like a lot of pepper, so. Okay. Okay, so now that I got my garlic powder open, and you want to use garlic powder. You don't want to use garlic salt or anything mixed with garlic. You just want to use garlic powder or fresh garlic. And I put it in there, and I'm just going to stir and keep trying to break it up even more as I stir. Alright. So you're going to let that sit there and cook. Now, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are wondering why we have the bacon fat over here. So, the bacon fat is just the pieces of bacon that are cut off, and it's just mainly just fat that's going to melt down and have all that flavor in it. So, when you get the meat over here cooked as much as possible, like right before it's pretty much right done cooking, that's when you want to put the bacon fat in. So the bacon fat can cook and everything can be all, you know, up in there. Right about now is when we're going to start cooking our bacon. This right here. So we're just going to turn that on. I'm just going to put it in little pieces. It's all, you know, from the same animal. Not really. One's from the cow, one's from the pig, but still. And this right here, you're just gonna really cook it up real quick. You don't have to put no sauces in it or nothing. It has its own oil. You just cook it up real quick. So we're gonna let that go on, and then we'll be back. You want to get in there. Alright, so like I said, just keep trying to break it up. You want it to be nice and, you know, just grounded. They don't all gotta be stuck together. You're not making burger patties. Cut it up. Doesn't take that long to cook. You don't want to add in the fat yet, but pretty soon, yeah, while it's still a little pink. And you want to keep all this oil. This is what's going to really give that macaroni that flavor that you need. Alright, we're going to come over here to the bacon. And since it's all being cooked, I really honestly don't care about it being two different kind of meats and using the same silverware. It's all going in the same thing. I like my bacon soft cooked, and mainly because it's actually going to be put into other meat and be cooked even more. That's why I want it to be soft cooked. If you want extra crunchy, chewy bacon, then that's what you can do. Because if it's crunchy in this pot, and you put it in the oven, it's going to come out chewy, like rubbery. But if that's how you like it, do it. Doesn't take that long to cook. Okay. So, like I said, you want to come back over here, like I said. And about now is when we're going to add this bacon fat. I'm just going to sprinkling it around. And it's chopped up. It just sticks together. Sorry about the baby in the back. He's crazy. Bye-bye. Zion. I don't know why he keeps saying egg rolls. Now you see how much bacon fat I put in there, and now you see the fact that it's actually mainly melting. And we're just going to keep cutting down the big chunks. You want it to be just a good size. You don't want it to be too chunky or too loose, you know. However you want it. Now we're going to come over here to the onions. And we're going to add the onions. I just dice them up. Nothing too spectacular. And at this point, there's little pieces of meat that you can taste in here. And you can taste it if it's, you know, how you want it to be tasting. If it's not, you know, add some more. So I feel like I got enough garlic and pepper. I mean, garlic and salt, but I'm gonna add a little bit more pepper. Now I'm gonna come over to this bacon over here. And that bacon got probably a good 15 seconds left on it. So it's exactly where I want it. Alright. So, I'm about to get my water ready for my pasta, and then we'll be back. Alright, so now we're coming back, and our bacon is pretty much ready. This is soft cooked, so it's not fully cooked because it's going to complete cooking later. And we're just going to pour the bacon and the oil into a bowl. I like to just put it in there like that first. Kind of prepare the bowl for the hot oil that's about to be going in. Alright, now we're going to come over to this ground beef right here. Now that everything is pretty much cooking up and getting really good and cooked and nice in there. Now most of the bacon fat has melted down into the, you know, rest of the oils, but some of it hasn't. The onions aren't yet translucent, so this is a good time to put that packet of seasoning in there, unless you got your own seasoning you want to put in there. And I'm only going to put about 75% of the pack in there right now. And you just mix it in.
It's so good.
Yeah, it does. And you can fold it in, you can stir it in, I really don't care. If you have any big pieces left in here, those are the pieces that you want to start checking. Now we're going to go into this water over here, and while I'm still stirring this up, we're going to go to that water over there, and we're going to put a little bit of salt in that water just for the